I think the correct word is hell fucking no. Let's see. Bear with me. Oh, yeah. All right. Now I'm here. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. Now I'm here. All right. Sorry, I'm just impromptu live stream. Sorry, I just wasn't prepared for this. What the F? Okay. Bullshit. Guys, I'm going to say this. Polish the brass, lock and load, arm up, get ready. Our country, July 4th, 1776 to May 30th, 2024. That was it. We're done. The effing end. I'm dumbfounded, pissed. Okay. There is no way on God's green earth that without a crime, Trump got convicted. You can see that, okay? My flag out in front of my house is already exactly the same. The only thing I can pray to God is that Alvin Bragg just handed 2024 to Donald Trump. Because if anybody doesn't see that we just lost this country, that this was completely lawfare, that after Dwarf De Niro's White House approved speech, if anybody doesn't see this is Joe Biden trying to be Joe Stalin, you're living in La La Land. I want somebody explain to me how you can be convicted of a crime after the fact. That's something that happened in 2017. You can be convicted of prior to the 2016 election with no proof. Oh, I don't know, what is that, E. Jean Carroll's crap? I got raped 30 years ago. Got any proof? I can't even remember what year it was. Oh, okay. We have every damn legal scholar in the world saying this was a sham. This is Banana Republic crap. I'm going to give you this, guys, as succinctly as I can put it. The world would have gone to crap in 2016 hadn't Donald Trump pulled out a miraculous victory. Remember, the day of the 2016 election, polls were saying 99% Hillary was going to win. Hillary was the next step to the New World Order, the globalist takeover of the country. And Trump won. And in 2020, they're like, holy crap, we can't run Hillary again. She'll lose again for the third time. So we got to put up the next buffoon. So they put up Potato Joe, Genocide Joe. And through all the, I was going to the Naval Academy, but Roger Staubach was in my way, or I drove a truck, or I showered with my daughter. You know, this was the greatest day. I've solved the crime problem. Yeah, go tell that to Memphis or Chicago or Baltimore or Detroit, right? Or any other liberal run city. Go take a look at Boston's mayor who said, we don't need to prosecute criminals anymore. We had a jury today of a bunch of liberal New Yorkers who don't know what the crime is, but found the ex-president and, oh, by the way, the future president of the United States guilty of some sort of bullshit. In 2 weeks, Trump will get sentenced. Minimum 4 years, maximum like 136. Okay. He will be the first president ever elected from a jail cell. It's going to be interesting to see what the sentencing is like, because Biden and the entire Democrat Party are so terrified that they're going to lose that they have no choice but to imprison their competitor. I don't know, does that remind you of Vladimir Putin or Volodymyr Zelensky, Xi Jinping? Pick one. Those are the current ones. Okay. We could go back to Mao Zedong. We could go back to God knows how many other dictators. Do you understand where we are? We have a political party in the United States, the most free country in the world, that is being taken over politically. As the old saying goes, you vote your way into communism, you shoot your way out. You better get ready to shoot your way out. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, it's still daylight. It's what, 20 to 7 here Eastern time right now. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when darkness falls over New York, over Boston, over Washington, D.C., over Atlanta, over Chicago once we get to Central Time, St. Louis. Let's go to Mountain Time, over Denver. Let's go on the West Coast, over Seattle, over Portland, over San Francisco, over Los Angeles, over all these liberal shithole cities. It's going to be really effing, and I'm trying to be polite, interesting to see what happens. This country is in distress. This country needs to be reclaimed by patriots. Never in the history of this country, 260 freaking years, has one party persecuted and prosecuted a political opponent like the Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Joe Biden Democrat Party has. They are still butthurt over 2016. Can you handle 4 more years of Bidenomics? We're all lucky we can handle 6 more months of this shit. I guarantee, I said it the other day in a video. I guarantee you, you're going to turn on the news tomorrow and you're going to see cities burning. There will be stories of murders left and right. Okay. I mean, more than the, 30 people that got murdered in Chicago over Memorial Day weekend. This is it. Okay. Trump has said many times they're not coming after him, they're coming after us. He's just standing in the way. They just kicked him to the side. Guess who's next, guys? It's us. A lot of commentary all over social media tonight that they just handed Trump the 2024 election. Hopefully that's true. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens from here. Because this country will not survive one more year under communist rule. We've struggled our way through this. Ask Mrs. P what it's like to live in the era of a failing country. She's already been through that. The United States is a failing country. We have one last chance to save this. And it ain't going to be done by one man. That's for sure. It can be destroyed by one man. It can't be saved by one man. It has to be saved by all of us. We have to stand up and tell Judge Mershon, Alvin Bragg, the state of New York, to fuck off. That we will not abide by their decision. We know who we want to make the decisions for this country. And it ain't Joe Biden. There's a whole lot of good people in this country. There's a whole lot of people who should have cinder blocks tied to their feet and dropped in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. You can pretty much figure out for yourself what color shirt they wear. 2 days from now, we start Pride Month. I was expecting to fly that flag the other way around for Pride Month and say, there's only 3 colors that matter to me: red, white, and blue. Not purple and yellow and green and all this other bullshit crap. Okay. I'm proud, or was up until about an hour and a half ago, to fly that flag. For the first time in my freaking life, as a veteran, I'm flying mine upside down. On my front porch, it is already flying upside down. This country is fucked. Pardon my French, I don't care if you don't like it. Okay. The Army acronym, if you all know it, FUBAR, fucked up beyond all recognition. That's the United States. The court, 12 jurists in New York, just told Russia, told China, told Iran, come on in. We're a bunch of fucking cowards. Prove me wrong. All right. I'm not doing Q&A, but I'm going to look to see what you guys have to say here real quick. As per normal, if you guys have a comment, put it in caps. I just saw something. What happened? Welcome to the world. Okay. Mike D, get ready to defend your towns. Damn straight. If y'all don't have your rifles at the ready now, literally at the ready. I mean, meaning you are sitting on the couch and your AR, your AK is sitting right next to you, you're a fool. If you don't have your sidearm right next to you, you're a fool. Because as soon as the sun goes down, all hell's going to break loose in a lot of spots in this country. Because there's a whole lot of people that are going to celebrate, like I said the other day, and there's a whole lot of people that are going to be pissed off. What happens when they show up on your doorstep and go, I got a Molotov cocktail, and that looks like a house that needs to be taken down? Right? Bullshit. The silent majority, right? We've been called that for decades. It's about time we got fucking loud. The hell with all this bullshit of, oh gee, he did donuts on a pride flag. Fuck that. I'll take paintballs all over the place. You know, screw you and your pride flag. This is my damn country. I signed that fucking check up to and including the value of my life. Tell me which one of those homos sit there and sign the same damn check. Not a single fucking one of them. And I'm sorry if I'm pissing a lot of people off, and YouTube will probably shut me down or cancel this video. I don't give a flying rat's ass. Okay? I'm pissed. And you should be too. Your country was just stolen from you by 12 assholes in New York City. Yeah, where they can't make salsa either, right? Hat tip to those of you that remember that commercial. Okay. Trucker Jim, very sad day for the USA. Mike D, the jury was rigged. Roddy's rule, hell is coming. Ain't you guys true? Running Warrior, appeal to heaven. Okay. Yeah, you guys are all right. I mean, I don't even know how many freaking people are here. 2,500 of you guys in here right now. Good. Okay. I'm glad there's people that actually give a shit about this country. 2,500 of us do. Out of 340 million. 1% of us, 3.4 million people, isn't enough. But 12 people today decided they were better than the rest of us, that they could make the decision. 12 liberals. Oh, I could completely be subjective. Bullshit. I mean, really, why wasn't this case heard in, I don't know, the middle of Oklahoma, the middle of Tennessee, the middle of Wyoming, middle of Alaska? No, we need to find the bluest of the blue place so we can guarantee we've got 12 idiots on the jury. Well, it was a New York crime. No, it's not. New York decided to try to prosecute a federal crime, which is completely bullshit because they can't do that. And somehow we have a corrupt judge who said, yeah, we can do this, with a corrupt district attorney. I mean, we all know this is going to get completely tossed on its ear in an appeals court. It won't get tossed on its ear in New York's appeals court. We know that, okay? But this will wind up going to SCOTUS. The problem is, June 11th, that's Judgment Day, if you will. That's sentencing day. Can you imagine sentencing a former president of the United States who's currently running to Rikers Island? Because that's what they're planning. How the fuck is that going to work? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Trump. You've been released. We'll have the Secret Service take you right to the White House because that's your new residence. Five days before the Republican National Convention, they're going to sentence Trump. Really? Please tell me this isn't political. Please tell me Joe Biden isn't behind all this. Or Joe Biden is, playing with his coloring books and his crayons. Please tell me Susan Rice and Barack Obama aren't behind all this. Those are the two biggest fucking traitors to this country. You want to talk about people that need to be tarred and feathered, drawn and quartered, hung from the nearest oak tree? Barack Hussein Obama is the one that's pulling this. I don't care at this. YouTube could shut me down. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay. This is the biggest crock of shit that exists. Reagan Dog says they just gave Ukraine permission to bomb the interior of Russia. Joe wants a war. Trump doesn't. Okay. Trump supports Israel to defend their borders. Joe doesn't. Joe doesn't know what to support. Oh my God, the Palestinians in Michigan might not vote for me. Oh my God, I've got to keep the Jewish vote. I don't know what to fucking do. Okay? We the people, you and me, decide what happens in this country. Not 12 assholes in New York, not some idiot judge who looks like he just walked out of the Addams Family casting call. Okay? You and me decide. The First Amendment and the Second Amendment are the deciding factors. And if the first don't work, you use the second. I've said many times, those of you who've been around here long enough have heard this. The only thing that keeps the world from a totalitarian dictatorship is the United States Second Amendment to the Constitution. Because the rest of the world is a bunch of pussies. England, Germany, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, whatever. Pick one. You're a bunch of fucking pussies. Oh my God, we've got to get rid of our guns. You know what the fucking guns are for? To keep a dictatorial government from ramming their decisions down your throat. Oh, gee, let's take a look. New Zealand, Australia, what happened? Well, you guys wound up communist. Canada, Justin Trudeau. Hey, what do you know? Another fucking commie. Okay. Great Britain. Oh, what do you know? You have a fucking Muslim running London. Okay. Germany, you got another damn communist. We're all fucking safer in Russia. Russia's more conservative than most of the English-speaking world. Ain't that fucking crazy? And now we get this, that the last person who has the freaking balls to stand up to the communist totalitarian dictatorship of the world, the globalists, and they're going to try to use whatever law, because we still don't know what law he broke, okay? Even the jury didn't know what law he broke because that was never made clear. We're going to imprison him? Really? Re-fucking-ly? Do you see it? We are about to get run roughshod over by the globalist communist party, the NWO, that we've all talked about for decades. The Barack Obamas, the Hillary Clintons, the George Soroses, the Bill Gates, feudalism. This is it. This, like I said earlier, July 4th, 1776 to May 30th, 2024. Guess what? The United States died today. How many times have you all heard me say about balkanization? It's about time that this country says, fuck you to the federal government. Y'all better be ready. Big time ready. Because somebody's coming down your street. Joe just decided, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the election. Hopefully Laura Loomer and all these other people are correct. Mike Lee, Senator of Utah, that the Democrats just handed November to Donald Trump. I'm hoping that's true. But again, that's if we have an election. And you guys know just as well as I do that they're hell-bent on canceling the election, just like Zelensky canceled his election. You tell me what's going to happen on November 5th this year when the Democrats go, ain't no election, guys. We just determined Joe's going to run the country for another 4 years or indefinitely. Or you know what? Joe's stepping down. We're going to bring in Kamala Harris. Or you know what? Even better, we'll just bring back Barry because he did such a great job. Think I'm kidding. I'm not. We are completely FUBAR. Y'all better be real ready because as soon as that happens, I don't know, the National Guard, Army Reserve, Navy, Air Force, Marines, whatever, active duty, state police, the UN is all going to come down your street and say, you're under our control. This is no longer the United States. This is now the Democrat states of America, the Democrat America. Save our democracy, right? How many times have we heard that from these idiots? Not a single one of them realizes we're a constitutional republic. Save our democracy. We're not a fucking democracy. Never have been. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Because shit just got real tonight. And there'll be a whole bunch of people on YouTube in the morning going, oh, Donald Trump's going to jail. Right. And 2 days later, there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to come down to your town and say, we're doing this or we're doing that. And are you going to stand up and say, no, you're not? Survival Seamstress says we have to bring God back into everything. Yeah. How'd the Marines put it? Kill them all, let God sort them out? Yeah. That's how I want to bring God into it. Okay. There is not a Democrat on the face of the earth that is worth letting breathe. That's my theory. Okay. Let's see. Roddy's Rule says they lit the fuse with this crap. Like I said earlier, the silent majority better fucking wake up today. Mike D says states balkanize next step. Good. Okay. Hey, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, Kentucky, South Carolina, Georgia, we hope you're with us. Florida. Tennessee is right there with you. The South's going to rise again. Washington, D.C., if you're from Wyoming or Tennessee, my advice to you, you might want to catch the next plane out because it ain't going to be pretty here real fast. Somebody says Braggs is on TV. Mountain Man says Braggs is on TV. Like anybody gives a shit. I mean, as long as they got a wide-angle lens, they might be able to get that donut-eating motherfucker. Broken Dolly, yes, we're truly a country in distress. Damn straight we are. Okay. Yeah. Mortimer, there we go. Bohica. For those of you guys don't know what that means, another Army acronym. Bend over, here it comes again. Okay? Yeah, I know. I give you guys Army acronyms every once in a while, and I apologize that some of you don't know what they are. Stand strong. Me too. Mine went upside down after Congress waved the Ukraine flags. Broken Dolly, we're truly a country in distress. Yeah, I mean, this is just... DH says, Trump having a press conference in the morning. Good. Okay. It doesn't make I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the polls say. Okay. But we all know polls don't mean shit. What we need is to wake people up, to get them to the point of going, ain't taking this. I'm sick of Bidenomics. I'm sick of 50% more cost in food or 50% more cost in gas. I mean, Biden out this morning, oh, the price of food, the price of gas is coming down. Yeah, no shit, because you ran it up so high, you know, it had nowhere else to go but down. I mean, fuck, we were at 9.5% inflation last summer. You know, gee, we're only down to what? Officially 4 now? Woohoo! We were at 1.7 when Trump left. You are still double what it was when the legitimate president of this country got kicked out of office by your fucking cheating. And now, because the cheating wasn't good enough, now you're going to have a kangaroo court convict him of who knows what crime. Mind you this, you guys, I don't give a shit if you're Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, independent, Rastafarian, whatever the fuck, okay? You got to give this man credit. He has spent millions upon millions of dollars defending himself for you. He could have easily rode off into the sunset and said, screw it, I'm done. I'm going to go back to making my $100 million a year running my enterprise, laid out on Mar-a-Lago and says, you know what, give me a fishing pole and, you know, the waiter to bring me my Mai Tai. No, he didn't do that. He fought for you. He's spending God knows how much money fighting for you. How much money has Joe Biden spent on anybody other than Joe Biden? I don't know. Maybe ask Ashley if he's bought a new bar of soap for her. Okay. You and me are, and I've said this a million times, okay? The United States is not a landmass. Sure, you could say from California to New York, the redwood forests, yada, yada, yada. You can say the whole thing. You take all the people in the United States and move them to Brazil, and you take all the Brazilians and move them to the United States, and in 10 years, guess which landmass is doing better? Wherever the American people are. You know why? Because the American people, okay, true Americans, not all the freaking people that, I just want to come over there to milk checks, okay, true Americans, people that have come here, born here, come here, that they want to come here to better their lives. The American public wants to be number one. The Democrats want to be number two. Use that as a bathroom reference, okay? We want to be, those of us that are patriots want to be first. We want to win. Those of us that are traitors, i.e. Democrats, are full of shit. I don't know about anybody else, but I fucking had it, okay? I don't know. I mean, I am as involved as I can get locally. I don't know how to get involved more. But to see this travesty of justice done today by 12 incompetent people that probably can't even spell their own fucking name in New York, okay? I mean, again, we've got to think about the quality people in New York City, watch any of these videos on, I'm a graduate of NYU. Where's Washington? Where's Washington, D.C.? Well, it's in Washington. No, actually, it's not. Do you know where Ukraine is? Well, that's in Africa, right? Yeah. We can't talk about New York, the population of New York City exactly being smart. I mean, come on. This is a group of people that elected and reelected AOC. Okay. You're not talking about a whole lot of smart people. So, I mean, we've got a whole lot of people that, can't even spell jury on the jury. But this is the crap that we have to deal with. I don't know. You've heard me say for years, I am 100% behind balkanization. Let New York City, let all of Manhattan sink into the ocean. I mean, hell, it's a garbage pile anyway. Who cares? Okay? I don't give a shit. I mean, there is not a liberal in my life that I would piss on if they were on fire. They aren't worth spit. Anybody that is a liberal is the enemy of the United States. This country was built on a bunch of people that wanted to better their lives. And somehow we got the cancer of liberalism here. And this all started back in the late 60s, early 70s with the flower children and all this. And I'm not even going to get into the politicians because politicians are crap no matter, I don't care, left, right, center, whatever, okay? All they want to do is make money. They'll go to war as long as, I mean, figure this one out. Why is it that an F-35 costs $1 billion and the Russians can basically build the same plane for $100 million? Oh, that's right, because we have to have that 90% of the other money go into some bureaucrat's pocket, or 10% for the big guy, of course, right? No. We need to take this country back. Every redneck, every hillbilly, every patriot, city, suburbs, rural, backwoods person needs to stand up and go, hell fucking no. We do not agree. We are no longer the United States of America. We aren't anywhere close to united. Hell, you can't say we have United States. Really, tell me how well the rest of Illinois agrees with what Chicago does, or the rest of Massachusetts agrees with what Boston does. The rest of New York agrees with what New York City does. No, we don't. Cut them off. The easiest way to kill the snake is to cut off the head. Let them starve. This is the deal, guys. It's real simple. You don't do business with them. You don't send your product. You live in Chicago? Sorry. No, you don't get anything. You live in Boston? Nope, we don't ship there anymore. But we're a grocery store. Don't give a fuck. That's your problem. Go down to Southie and see how many cows they grow there. Not my problem. We need to become the divided states of America. This is the 1770s all over, okay? We need to get rid of the king. We don't agree anymore. We're not feeding you. We're not paying you. We're not doing shit for you. You want to be a liberal shithole city, a liberal shithole country? Good. I'll tell you what, Joe. See how good Scranton does when you don't get 10%. When the rest of us say, we're not supporting you anymore. Period. Hey, Adam Schiff, when the people in your district in California say, fuck you, pencil neck. We're not doing it. Hey, Jerry Nadler, sorry, Waffle House is closed. You know, maybe you could stand to lose 300 pounds. I don't know. Hey, Nancy Pelosi, you know, no, sorry, we're not buying your wine anymore. And I go on and on and on. We need to cut off the head of the snake. That's the only way we're going anywhere from here. The fact that Trump just got convicted by a kangaroo court, that means every single person in this country got their nose thumbed at. No. Did he commit a crime? No. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing illegal. I mean, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. If he slept, and this is a big if he slept with Stormy Daniels, there's no criminal act that was done by cheating on your wife. I don't believe he did it. I mean, come on, look at Melania. Look at Stormy Daniels and go, gee, I'm going to give up that for that. Not happening, okay? And I'm a guy, okay? Michael Cohen. See, what do you admit to in court? Stealing money from Trump. Yeah, there's a credible witness. But the 12 jurists from New York said, yeah, he was credible. Would you tell me this? Would you hire Michael Cohen to write your will, to settle an insurance claim that you have, to represent you anywhere? No, because the guy's a liar. He's a perjurer. I mean, how many counts of perjury is he in jail for? Okay. It's unbelievable. But somehow, some way, 12 people in New York said, hey, America, All 330, 40 million of you, 350 million, right here. I'll tell you what, those 12 people, I hope to God that Judge Mershon hired them security, because there's a whole lot of people, and not that I'm advocating for it at all, that are going to be pissed off. 25,000 people were in the Bronx the other day. It's New York. Remember what happens to murderers in New York? You get a desk appearance ticket. If I was one of those 12 jurors tonight, this weekend, I'd be planning on a vacation to, I don't know, North Korea, because they'd probably be safer there. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens this summer. But I will tell you this, and I've said it God knows how many times. If you leave your house, if you leave your bedroom unarmed, you're a flippin' idiot. Because somebody's coming. And whether or not it's the local Looney Tune liberal or it's the local black sedan coming after you, they may get you. The only thing is, you make sure you take 2 of them with you. I haven't even looked at the comments. Diane S. says, those jurors who make book deals, movie deals, it should be against the law to profit if you run a jury. I totally agree with you. That's all they care about. That's all it is. They just want their, I mean, how many of them are going to walk out tonight and go, I was a juror, right? They want to be interviewed on the news. They want to see their face on TV. They want to get, like you said, their book deal, their movie deal, whatever it is. You know, that's it. Imagine that. I want you to think about this. There are 12 people that were willing to sell out their country for a couple of bucks. Rosenberg's did that 70 years ago. Hell, there was a CIA agent that got busted just the other day for selling secrets to China. Everybody has a price. Maybe it's $100,000, $500,000, $1 million. There's 12 people in the United States right now. I want you to think about this. There's 12 people in the United States who decided a couple of bucks was worth their country. Not their neighborhood, not their house, their country. How many of you, question, honest question, how many of you can say you've set foot, got your bare feet wet in both the Atlantic and the Pacific? Daffy can say that. My dog has been in both, okay? But how many people here can say they've been on the West Coast and the East Coast and stepped their foot off of U.S., well, technically, off of U.S. soil? Yes, I know there's international water. You've got to go so far out to international waters. I'm just saying, get in the water, okay? How many of those 12 jurors, chances are most of them stepped in the Atlantic. I'd hope. God knows if they put their foot in the East River, they probably came out with a stump. Okay. They sold out their entire country. No crime committed. I want to see what they committed him, because there was no crime that he was charged with. Even the judge told them you don't have to agree on a crime, you just have to agree to convict. On what? No. It's time to wake up, people. It's time for the silent majority to get fucking loud. I'm not saying walk up and down the street and start picking off people. No, not saying that at all. But it's time to fight fire with fire. They want to go out and protest. Be like the guy who did donuts all over the pride flag. Be the guy who goes and rips down every damn pride flag, BLM flag, every other fucking bullshit thing in there. It's time to take the United States back. There's only one fucking flag that should fly in this country, and that's that one, and it should be flipped over. One. I'll give you maybe the Gadsden flag and the POWMIA flag as below the U.S. flag. No Mexican flags, no Russian flags, no Venezuelan flags, no Palestinian flags, no nothing. Any of those people deserve to be dealt with. I'm going to leave it at that. Good. I don't know about anybody else. There was no question in my mind who I was voting for November 5th anyway. This man will get my vote. I hope to God, and I'm going to give you this, I hope to God in 2028 it's Eric. And in 2032 it's Eric. And in 2036 it's Don Jr. And in 2040 it's Don Jr. again. And I hope to God that the liberals get to suck on 25 years of Trump. Not that I give a rat's ass about the name, but I mean, there aren't enough cinder blocks in this country for liberals. And I'll probably lose 20,000 subscribers after this video, and I don't give a fuck. Never have. You guys know that. But I will tell you this. There's scum of the earth, and one step below that is liberals. They don't deserve to breathe the same air, drink the same water, or walk the same land that we do. The sooner we get rid of every damn liberal in this world, the sooner we can have a good life. On that note, guys, have a good evening. We'll see you in the morning. Pinball out.